Hello medicos. Today I will discuss about the ECG of the rhythm abnormalities part 1. First of all I will discuss P wave abnormalities like P pulmonale and P mitrale. I will explain the difference between P pulmonale and P mitrale ECG. After that I will discuss about the PR interval abnormalities like prolongation of PR interval or the shortness of the PR interval. In the prolongation of PR interval, I will discuss about the first degree, second degree or third degree type of the heart block and also Mobius first and Mobius second type. After that, I will discuss about the shortness of PR interval. In the shortness of PR interval, I will discuss about the WPW syndrome and ECG of the WPW syndrome. And after that I will explain about the what is difference between the sinus tachycardia and sinus bradycardia, how the RR interval increases or decreases in these cases. So let's start the video. P wave abnormalities. There are two types of P wave abnormalities occur, P pulmonale and P mitrale. In P pulmonale condition, right atrial dilation occur, but in the P mitrale condition, you will see that the left atrial dilation occur. So this is the difference. Here is the right atrial dilation occur and here is the left atrial dilation occur. But what is the difference in the ECG of the P pulmonale and P mitrale? I will explain. In the P pulmonale condition, you will see that the vertical height of the P wave increases. Here is the vertical height increases. This is the normal P wave and this is the increase in the height of the P wave. So here is the vertical height of the P wave increases. But in the P mitrale condition, you will not see the vertical height increases. You will see the two notch like formation occur in the P wave. So this is the P mitrale condition. I will explain in the ECG. Here you will see here that the it is the vertical height increases in the P wave vertical height increases, but in these cases you will see that the notch two notch form in the P wave, two notch appearance occur. So this is the P mitrale condition and this is the P pulmonale condition. You all know the normal time interval of the P is the 120 millisecond, but in these cases greater than 120 millisecond. So time interval increases, but in the vertical height increases in this case in P pulmonale condition, but in P mitrale condition time interval increases means two notch like appearance occur in the ECG. So this is the difference between P pulmonale and P mitrale ECG. This is the P wave abnormalities. PR interval abnormalities. I will explain there are two types of abnormalities occur in the PR interval. First I will explain the shortness of PR interval and then after I will explain the prolongation of PR interval. First of all I will explain shortness of PR interval. Shortness of PR interval occur mostly in case of the WPW syndrome. What is WPW syndrome? Also called Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome. In these cases, you will see the PR interval decreases. I will explain by the diagram. Here you will see this is the normal ECG. This is the normal ECG. But in case of the Wolff-Parkinson syndrome, you will see here the inclination. Here you will see the inclination of the R wave. Slope changes in the slope of the R wave. This slope you will see also in the ECG of the patient of the Wolff-Parkinson syndrome. This slope appear also called as a delta wave. This is called delta wave. This occur in the WPW syndrome. I will explain in the ECG. Here you will see this in the diagram mostly in the second lead. Here I will explain in the second lead. You will see this is the P wave. After that you will see the slope appearance in the R wave, because in these cases Q wave absent, so R wave has some slope. This slope is called delta wave, and this is appear in case of the Wolff-Parkinson syndrome. This is the Wolff-Parkinson syndrome, where is the shortness of the PR interval occur and Q wave absent in these cases, and slope like appearance occur in the R wave. This is also called delta wave. So it's very important. It's delta wave are present in the Wolff-Parkinson syndrome. This is the shortness of PR interval. Prolongation of the PR interval. I will explain three types of the heart block occur in the prolongation of PR interval. First is the first degree heart block, second is the second degree type of heart block, and third is the third degree heart block, also called complete heart block. What is the difference in these three? First is the first degree heart block. In these cases, abnormalities occur in the connection between the SA node and AB node. Not problem in the SA node and AB node. Problem occur in the connection between the AB node and the SA node. So here is the problem in this place, not in the SA node and in the AB node, and no problem occur in the bundle of His. Problem occur in the connection between the SA node and the AB node. What is you will see in the ECG of the patient? You will see the in the ECG of the patient elongation of the PR interval. Here is the prolongation of the PR interval. You will see the prolongation of PR interval in every lead, but you will not see in the droppage drop beat. Here you will see the drop beat occur in the second degree and third degree, but you will not see in the ECG of the patient of the first degree droppage of the PR interval. So please learn that the PR interval increases in the first degree type of the heart block, but there is no drop of the beat occur in the first degree type of the heart block. Now second degree type of the heart block. Second degree type of the heart block divided into mostly two parts. First is the Mobitz first, and the second is the Mobitz second. This is the Mobitz first and this is the Mobitz second. What is difference between Mobitz first and Mobitz second? In these cases, Mobitz first cases, you will be see the problem occur in the AB node connection, AB node pathway. In the AB node, problem occur in the AB node. There is not functioning absent, only problem occur in the AB node. So more delay occur in the AB nodes. But in the Mobitz second cases, problem occur in the bundle of His. I will write here, this is the bundle of His. So in Mobitz first cases, problem occur in the AB nodes, but in Mobitz first cases, problem occur in the case of the AB nodes, but in Mobitz second, problem occur in the bundle of His. What is the difference in the ECG of Mobitz first and Mobitz second? You will see. In the first and second, you will see that in the Mobitz first, you will see the prolongation of PR interval occur. Here you will see prolongation of PR interval, but these prolongation are abnormal. You will see there is the difference in prolongation, means increase of the prolongation. I will make the diagram so you will understand very well. Here like this is the P wave and this is the PR interval. This is the PR interval. In the second cases, like this is T wave, this is T wave. After that you will see there is a sorry I will make this P wave, here PR interval QRS. After that this is T wave, now P wave. After that this increases. So you will see that here like PR interval 160, then after that here 180, after that 200. So PR interval increases. In the case first degree type of the Mobitz first, PR interval increases. Like here you will see here first, second, third. You will see in every beats you will see the PR interval increases, and after that followed by the missed beat. Here you will see the missed type of the beat. Missed means there is no beat occur. So this is Mobitz first type of the second degree heart block. What is the Mobitz second type of the heart block. In the Mobius second, you will see the problem occur in the bundle of his, and there is no difference in the PR interval time. All have same, like this is 160, then it's also 160 millisecond, this also 160 millisecond. So there is no difference in the, here you will see the difference occur, but in this case, there in second degree type of Mobius you will not see the any difference in the PR interval, but after that it's a missed bit are found. So this is the difference between Mobius first and Mobius second. There is no difference occur in the PR interval in the Mobius second, but in the Mobius first you will see the PR interval increases, and missed bit present in the both first degree type of Mobius and second degree. So this is the second degree of the Hurt block. What is the third degree type of the Hurt block? In the third degree type of Hurt block, this is cases, in this case AB node not function, means there is no conduction, no conduction occur through AB node, means AB node through no conduction. Here is the problem occur in the AB node, but in these cases there is no functioning of the AB node, means functional abnormalities occur in the AB node. This is the third degree Hurt block. In the third degree Hurt block, you will see the, in the diagram, here is not more visible, but in the diagram you will see the ECG of two P wave are visible in the lead. Here you will see, because this is small, too much small, so not visible, you will see the two types of P wave, two P wave, like 1 and 2. Two P wave appearance occur here, like one P wave, after that second P wave. This type of the P wave appearance occur in the third degree type of the Hurt block, and QRS complex independent of the P wave. Here is the no dependence of the QRS complex with the P wave. So this is the third degree type of Hurt block. It is also called complete Hurt block. Third degree Hurt block also called complete Hurt block, because no conduction occur through the AB node. This is the third degree type of Hurt block, and this all are the prolongation of PR interval. First degree type, second degree type, and third degree type. This is the PR interval abnormalities. RR interval changes. What is RR interval changes occur in which type of the abnormalities? There are two types of abnormalities occur in which cases of the RR interval increases or decreases. First of all, sinus tachycardia. In the case of sinus tachycardia, you will see that there is very less gap between the RR interval of the each beats. There are very less difference occur. But in case of the sinus bradycardia, you will see that there is a large gap between the RR interval of the first and the second type of the beat. So in the sinus tachycardia, rhythm is regular, but also in case of the bradycardia also rhythm is regular, but in case of sinus tachycardia, heartbeat greater than 100 beat per minute. How you find this? I already said about the how to find heart rate. You will find the heart rate, I already said, 300 upon RR interval. So in the case of the RR interval, you will put the large boxes. You will always use the large boxes. So here you will see the half large boxes, here full large boxes, here half large boxes. So total 2 large boxes. So I will put the formula 300 upon 2 equal to 150. 150 means more than 100 beat. So this is the sinus tachycardia. In these cases you will see the RR interval is the short. Here RR interval very short, I already said here is the RR interval short, but PR interval is the normal. There is the normal PR interval, but in some time you will see the R and in case of the T and the P wave are very close in some time in the sinus tachycardia. Sometime you will see the ECG normal, but in some time you will see the there is no more gap between the T wave and the P wave. So this is the sinus tachycardia in which heart rate greater than the 100. Normal, you all know normal heart rate you all know the between 60 and the 100 beat per minute. This is the normal heart rate. 60 to 100 beat per minute. But if greater than 100, this is called sinus tachycardia. But and if less than 60, this is called sinus bradycardia. Now sinus bradycardia. In the case of the sinus bradycardia, you will see the rhythm is also regular because P wave present, and rhythm are normal because P, Q, R, S all wave are present, and heart rate is less than 60 beat per minute. Why 60 beat per minute? Because you will see the very large gap between the RR interval. So you will also find here also that the heart rate 300 upon RR interval. Here you will see the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 approx 7 approx 7 bit say approx 7 large boxes present. So 300 upon 7 means less than 60 beat per minute. So this is called sinus bradycardia. In this case, less than 60 means less than normal. So this is called sinus bradycardia, and RR interval in this cases largest. I already said in this cases RR interval largest, but not different. All in all beats equal interval RR interval, but large RR interval. In this also you will see equal type of RR interval, but there is very less gap between the RR interval. So this is sinus tachycardia and this is sinus bradycardia. This is RR interval changes, sinus tachycardia and sinus bradycardia.